Our next man we got coming up, this man was rated the highest safety, greatest safety in college football last week. And, this guy has 4 interceptions already on the season. A lot of people don't know this. He played corner and then he moved to safety. And not one time did he bat an eye or fuss about it. And I think this move has actually worked out in his favor because he's an exceptional, he has that eye and knack for the football. And that's what you want back there in that backfield, man. That secondary, someone that has I call them, ball hogs, where they just see the ball, they just go get it. And, he's one of those type of guys. And, let's welcome Jaylin Simpson to the show. Jaylen, what's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I tried to get Jaylen on earlier, so we got our times messed up, everybody. He was actually the one that was like, "Hey, man, I'm supposed to be on there at 8:00. See, I'm in a different time zone right now, so I'm up here waiting. I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, where's my man Jaylen? So I sent him a text, and he like, bro, I'm supposed to be on there at 8. And I'm looking at my
Yeah,
time
man.
like, yeah, I'm on East Coast at the time, so we was able to get it all worked out. But my man was in the treatment room trying to get some treatment and get ready for this game this Saturday. So,
Right.
Jaylen, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Where you go?
Yeah, where you go? All right, man. You guys have been in this thing now for 5 weeks. You're 3-2. Just had a bye week, and you've had an exceptional first couple of weeks here. And man, just talk about the transition from going from corner to safety, and then how do you see the field being back there, man? Because you seem to always find yourself around the football when it's in the air.
Right, man. So I do miss corner sometimes. I just throw that out there. I miss it. I miss because usually at corner it's just a whole lot of one-on-one battles going on. I miss that aspect of it, but I like safety a lot more because I can see, and I think that's just a big part of what I could do. I can react faster when I can see. I think that's just my advantage back there.
Yeah.
Um, and so just being able to be back there and seeing stuff, I can identify things a lot quicker. And I can put my boys on and let them know what I see, what's going on. So corner to safety, it wasn't that hard of a transition because I'm just a football player, man. You could put me anywhere, and I'm a play, man. Some people ask me, man, like, what's your best position, man? I'm just like, man, I just play defense.
Yeah.
That's just what I do. So it wasn't too hard. But yeah, man, I really like safety. I really
Yeah.
like.
Because my next question was going to be like playing the corner position. It had to help you though at the safety position because when you were playing corner, like you got to know when to get out of cuts, how to read the hips of a receiver and know the depth of a receiver. I think that had to play a huge role in like you knowing when to like jump certain balls or when to expect the ball to be in certain places. Like just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. That definitely helps. Like, because I know what it's like to be out there on that island, and a lot of times you can't see the quarterback when you locked in on your receiver. So, a lot of times I'm seeing the quarterback every play really. So I can see when he quarterback keep looking over there. 9 times out of 10 he liking that matchup over there. He want to go that way. So just me being that safety, like I peep that, and I know how it is to be 1-on-1 a lot
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there. So I sometimes I lean that way, so I can put myself in a better position if he do throw it that way. The corner got a little bit of help. So just small things like that is just what takes it to the next level with me.
yeah. You also been you can hit too. Like you're not afraid to come up and hit. I think that what makes you exceptional at safety position as well because you gotta get dirty in the run game and everything. But just over these first couple of weeks, what do you feel like you guys have done really well defensively? What are some things you feel like you can continue to work on to get better? But what's been y'all bread and butter so far?
I think just being on the same page, man. It's real hard to communicate out there with the noise and just adjustments we make on the sidelines. So a lot of times we just been on the same page with each other, and once we get our cleats in the ground and we all on the same page, it's very hard to do a lot against our DBs, man, linebackers included. So when we all on the same page, that's our bread and butter right there. When our cleats in the ground, we all on the same page. We know we running. Um, and we can identify the formation of what's going on in front of us, makes us real dangerous. But I
Yeah.
mean, to work on, that's it's like a gift and a curse though, because when we're not on the same page, we gotta work on just being more consistent with it. So, because when we're not on the same page, things don't go our way, man. So
Yeah.
being on the same page is when we're on the same page, we at our best. But when we're not, we gotta work on that.
Yeah, talk about the Georgia game. You know, you guys came out there, man, with the mindset we're gonna win this game, and you know you can tell from the start of the game to to the finish, you guys was fighting y'all butts off. Just talk about being in that game. What did you like to see? As far as a team, like you guys building and everything. There's like I said, there's no moral victories. We talked about this a while ago with Brian, but it had to give you guys a lot of confidence. Like, hey, we can play with anybody. We can beat anybody if we all play together and everybody just do their job. What's the confidence like now after that Georgia game and having that bye week, and now you get ready to travel to LSU?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a confidence booster, but I'll say, man, we walk into the stadium with confidence, man.
Mhm.
Like the ranking really didn't matter to us. We knew what beating the number one team in the nation could do for us, but
Yeah.
the ranking so much it didn't really have a effect on us. We would go out there and do our thing regardless. But I mean, I'm proud of what we did, how we showed up at on CBS with millions watching, man. That was good to see, and I mean, for some people, you see the back to back champions. You see, the Georgia
Mhm.
Bulldogs, the new juggernaut of the league. You could say, but the way we just went out there and played against those guys, they the best of the best. So that really told us that for the people who really didn't believe how good we were, like on the team, man, we can go out there and compete with the best. So
Right.
I think that a lot of guys gained some confidence from that because maybe they didn't think, number one team in the nation, we can't compete, we unranked this, that, and the third, but that's really not the case.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I was telling everybody, 2 weeks ago, I like, man, I think Auburn's gonna beat Georgia. I just kept saying it because I've been in a locker room before where everyone's talking about, oh man, I just want to see us be competitive. I like, man, forget being competitive. Like, I believe we got the talent to beat a team like Georgia in Jordan Hare because when you play in Jordan Hare, you get that crowd noise behind you. Like to me, that makes the game a whole lot harder for your opponent. And then I just knew you guys would rise up to the occasion because this is the game that you circle on your calendar. You say, hey, this is kind of going to measure to see where we're at halfway point through our season.
Right.
Yeah, so that was my whole thought process. I really think you guys really showed up and played, man. That going into this week though, it's kind of like total opposite of Georgia. Georgia's a defensive team. Offensive they could throw it around a little bit, but they like to run the ball. This week you play against Jaden Daniels. One of the guys he's averaging 72% completion percentage, has 19 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They like to throw the ball around. They got two really good receivers and everything, and Napier and Thomas. Just talk about getting ready to face this type of offense this week. From a defensive standpoint, like how do you guys feel going into this game?
After coming out the bye week, we got the main focus is to get guys healthy
Yeah,
and get ahead on film study. I sat here and I just watched the whole game in the past weekend, the LSU Missouri game. So that's the we use the bye week to our advantage. So so we get these guys healthy and then get a head start on film. I mean, we already done picked up on a bunch of tendencies and stuff like that. But I mean, going into like this is what makes SEC play so fun to me
yeah,
because man, you literally going against the best of the best. I mean, I seen something where they said Jaden Daniels was up for like he's a Heisman candidate or whatever. Like, I want to
mhm,
play against that. Like,
yeah,
I want to see what that's like. So, I mean, they got two elite receivers, and that's the fun part about it, man. I like going against really good guys, man. And competing. Like, and the two guys, Neighbors and Thomas, like those are the guys that get all the shine. But man, they got other guys too. Like their receiver core is really good, and I mean, they obviously got Jaden. He can
yeah,
extend plays. He get out that pocket. He can hit his head on the goalpost for 80. Like,
yeah.
So I mean, it's a really I like our matchup. I like our DBs. I like our linebackers. I like our D line. As long as we all on the same page, man, it's gonna be a show.
Yeah, everybody's asking me about this game because I got to call the game on Saturday beside Andy Burcham, and I told him I'm super excited about this game because I feel like it kind of favors Auburn, in a way because our defense is solid and we can run the ball really good on offense, where you can kind of play ball control, and try to kind of keep them off the field from running so many plays all the time. But I feel like our secondary matches up really well with their receivers. It's the best against the best. Is how I pretty much feel about it. But when you talk about a guy that can elusive like Jaden and everything, it's all about everyone standing their gaps and not getting too overly aggressive. But when you was playing it, you've been a person that played in that stadium before. You had a chance to win in there a couple years ago. What has been said, to each other, because you're going into that hostile environment, where it's going to be loud. Everyone knows LSU at nighttime in Death Valley is just a different atmosphere. What's the mindset? Have you been telling some of these young guys or some of these transfer guys that haven't experienced that, like, hey, get your mind right because it's a different animal, a different level when we get off that bus to the time we get back on that bus?
Right, man. Yeah, I've been telling people about it. I've been telling them how fun it is there, man. Like
Yeah.
it's real. It's similar to a night game in Auburn.
Yep.
I would say, man, they got it rocking and rolling up there. Their fans are into it. It's gonna be loud. I've been trying to tell people that, but what I've been telling a bunch of people is when I got here in 2019, man, uh, my my record with LSU is 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
So this would be the tiebreaker because I don't think they're on the schedule next year after
Yeah. They're
this.
not. Mm-mm.
So this the tiebreaker right here. So I really want to go get this one. I mean, the last time we went there, we won in Death Valley, and that was a win where we hadn't won there for like 20 plus
20 years.
years.
Yep.
So that was a real good feeling, and I just been trying to tell guys, man, it's a good feeling when you go in a place like that. It's gonna be fun, but winning there while having
Yeah.
fun is gonna be a way greater feeling.
Yeah. I think winning this game, it really just takes off for you guys because you had the Georgia game almost there. And then now, if you can take that same attitude and mindset and confidence to the LSU game, but then you're able to pull off a victory, you got another night game the next week in Jordan Hare. That's going to be even crazier.
Right,
And it's going to make everything more fun, man, because when you have something to play for, like you guys are still in it, because Bama beat A&M, and now you get to have Bama at home at the last game of the season, so everything else got to be taken care of before that. Man, wouldn't it be a treat to get to that game for all the marbles to be on the line to go to Atlanta? But you got to take them one game at a time. So I hope the guys' mindset is, man, look, we're in playoff mode from here through the rest of the season,
right,
like, and everything. And I know people say, oh, man, we're still building. But, man, as a competitor, though, sure, you're trying to win now, and you want to win now because you believe you can. So, man, I commend you on that mindset and being a leader and everything. But just before we let you get out of here, man, just NIL has been a big part of Auburn, on to Victor and everything. Just talk about how NIL has been beneficial to you, and from an on to Victor standpoint.
yeah, man. I'm very appreciative of being with On the Victory, man, and the people who help out with On the Victory to help us out, man. Because when I first got here, there was no NIL. I was here like I'm an old head now, so yeah, I was here when there wasn't any NIL. I was just living off straight scholarship checks, and it really helps, man. I could all I ever really wanted to do in my life up to this point is help my mom.
Mhm.
That's my why. She's why I do what I do. So this gives me a chance to really help her knock some weight off her shoulders, man. And it's a good feeling to be able to do that, and I'm thankful that we have people that are kind enough to help us out so that we could do things like that. And it also, I can use my platform that I have to do other certain things through social media, and allows me to really show who I am, not just a guy in a helmet.
Yeah.
I can do other things too. So I'm thankful and I'm blessed.
Yeah. But man, that's good, man. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Just keep that same mindset, man. Keep just keep grinding, man. Like you're on a trend. right now to, kind of probably be able to set some records. And I know you don't worry about that. You're more concerned about winning. Like I
Right.
tell everybody, winning kind of just takes care of everything. Everybody wins when we win as a team. So, man, I just commend you for your efforts, Jaylen, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday, man, and down in Death Valley making some plays, because as much as they like to throw the ball, that means more opportunities for you guys in the back end. So I look forward to seeing what you guys do. Do y'all have a nickname for what y'all call yourselves?
Yeah, we the Jack Boys, and the Train Killers.
Okay, Jack Boys and Train Killers. So I'm gonna make sure I announce that on the radio this weekend.
Yeah,
Now, what's
man.
behind Jack Boys and Train Killers? I just need to, because I know that's the next question they're gonna ask me.
Uh, Jack Boys. I mean, Jack Boys was a thing when I got here. I really don't know where it came from, where it started, but it was
Yeah.
just I was just it was just what we called ourselves when we got here, and that was before any of these coaches were here. That's just what we called it. So and then Train Killers is a Coach Crime thing. That's just
Oh, okay.
the thing. I think it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, yeah,
Just Train Killers, but yeah,
yeah,
that's really
yeah.
just
The
behind it.
thing that moves on a football field that don't look like us. Yeah,
Telling you,
it's simple. All right, then, Jaylen. We look forward to seeing you in Baton Rouge on Saturday, man. War Eagle, and thanks for coming on the On to Victor podcast.
Warrior, go appreciate you.
Appreciate it. All right, on to victory. That's our man Jaylin Simpson. We also had Brian Batty. So a great episode tonight. This episode will go out here soon. And man, what a treat! What a treat to hear from two of the guys that's been contributing to this program so far this early part of our season. I'm getting ready for the second half, getting geared up. I feel a lot of excitement coming. I think this team is ready to take another step and another level. So continue to show support, continue to give. For it's your proceeds are helping to go out to guys like Jaylen and Brian Batty, that's being able to take some weight and things off their parents' shoulders, and while they try to live a dream out of helping Auburn win football games and get their degree. So thank you for all you do, and that's the On the Victory podcast. As we say, until next time, War Eagle.